Thank you RNGesus for all the wonderful summons in my previous video. I not only gotten 2 out of 3 in my starting summons, but also gotten War Greymon in the form of Meta Greymon in my step 3 summon. How's it going guys, Tanna here, and I hope you guys are having a great time playing Digimon ReArise. Apart from the slow loading time, I don't know why is it lagging right now. It seems a lot better now, but maybe it's just me. Unless you have not started playing because you're re-rolling for something or anything, then I have good news for you. I'm doing a giveaway and the results will be out in the next video, so check it out if you're interested in any of the accounts. I don't want to delay any longer because I'm pretty sure you guys want to play as soon as possible, and I understand that very well. I will link the video in the description below. Just to be upfront, they are definitely not the best, but hey, it's a pretty decent account to start at least, especially if not for some reason you cannot or do not feel like re-rolling yourself. So that's a pretty good deal, I'll say. It's free, though I personally recommend that if you have the time and luxury to do so, try and get an account that you're really happy with to start a game, and that itself will feel a lot of contentment actually from re-rolling. That's pretty hard roll, man. I don't know why I can't check in. It kicks me out with that 1005 error message. Also, a quick plug for my guild, ThatBewbie is now recruiting. The name Bewbie was suggested on Discord, so I just took the suggestion for laughs. I managed to unlock the guild feature and just created it, so feel free to join us. As you can see, as of now, we only have 7 members, but I'm pretty sure this number is gonna fill up real fast. Alright, finally, that was an insanely long introduction. Today I want to talk about the best Digimon you can have and also be focusing right now at this stage. I think it's still relatively early and safe to talk about this, especially for players who started out late like myself. I was busy catching up with everyone, so I kind of started making this video slightly later as well. This video is perfect especially for those of you and myself in the beginning, but no worries, it's not too late for those of you who are already playing for a couple of days, since we are still only a few days since the soft launch. Okay, let's start very briefly with the megas. I'm gonna touch on this lightly before I move on to the next section. Of course, this is pretty much out of most players' control. I mean, it's mega, but this is really important because you want to know if you got the real deal, right? As of launch, sitting in the top 3, firstly we have Minervamon. She has really good damage and she does AoE, so that's really good for PvP. Her passive also has defense debuff, which is pretty nuts in PvP since it affects all the enemies she hit. Okay, number 2, we have High Andromon. His main purpose is to defense buff your team, which is actually his sub skill right here. Increase all allies defense by 60% for 3 turns. He also have a good chance at 40% to AoE paralyze your enemies too, which is right here, 40% chance to inflict shock to all enemy targets 2 turns. He really shines in high level raid bosses and also in PvP where 60% defense buff is nothing to scoff at. Sadly, he's not that great in raids since you need a ton of burst damage in raid battles, but he's great in Underworld, which will be unlocked in main story Act 7. Next, we will talk about the next batch of megas. They are considered to be more like a secondary DPS, so it's good to also have them in your team. They are Sakuyamon, Bravemon, Boltmon, Ebemon, Venomiotismon, and Puppetmon. Sorry to say the rest of the Digimons aren't that good, so if you get that, maybe the ultimate Digimons will do better in your team. Those are Metal Atemon, Prince Mamimon, Platinum Numimons, and Metal Seadramon. Okay, now we will talk about the ultimates. This is really important because it's much easier to get ultimates and also easier to skill them up comparing with their mega counterpart. The following ultimate Digimon are considered S tier, and the main reason is because they provide great value to the team via buffs. These Digimon are Wisemon, Waru Seadramon, Metal Greymon, Virus, Lilamon, and Mamimon. Their main function is to buff your team, and buffs are huge in this game. For Wisemon, who digivolve from Snow Agumon to Sorcerymon, and Waru Seadramon, who digivolve from Betamon to Seadramon, they both buff Pack by 60 to 80%. One thing to note is that even though those are the Digimon to look out for, you need to check which Digivolution path they are going to end up. For example, a Snow Agumon may not necessarily evolve into Wisemon. What? Yep, Snow Agumon could actually digivolve into Frigimon that could either digivolve yet again to Penamon or Monzaemon. This can be a little bit confusing, but please do take note of that. With the 80% tech buff, this will give you almost twice the amount of damage your team will do. Even at the lower 60%, the extra damage is nothing to scoff at. Next, for Meta Greymon Virus, which evolves from Black Agumon, Greymon Virus, and also Lilamon, which digivolves from Ralamon and Sunflowermon, they buff power for 60 to 80%. So it depends on your team. You can choose which one to put in your team or whoever you have at the moment. Finally, there's Mamimon, who digivolves from Toy Agumon to Starmon, which will act as your defense debuffer. 60 to 80% can easily replace High Andromon since you can scale up Mamimon a lot easier than High Andromon. Yo Tanna, how do I know which type of damage my Digimon does? Oh, that's really simple. Just go to your Digimon stats page to see. So right here you can look at the stats for your Digimon, and here you can see that Meta Greymon has power, PWR right here, and that's actually like physical type damage. Next, and here you can see Frigimon, my team's greatest burden, still stuck at level 10. He's using tag, which is kind of like magical type damage. So from this you can understand how to build a team better. I will probably talk about team building in another video if you guys want. And lastly, only because the video is probably getting too long, I'm gonna talk about Aero Vidramon, the A tier ultimate in this list. He has good DPS, which is basically a glass cannon, and most importantly, he has the highest single defense debuff in the game at 40%. Okay, this is actually in his sub skill. So right here you can see, even at Vidramon, he has decreased a single enemy target's defense by 40% for 2 turns. He will be replaced in the future by newer megas, but for now, he's probably your best bet to invest resources on. Okay, actually you should probably invest in him right now. Reason is simple. He alone will be able to carry you in our current raid, the War Greymon raid. So it's actually a pretty good idea to focus on him right now. Of course, I could be wrong on that, so let me know if there are other Digimon more readily available that is better suited at the job. But from the homework and research I've done, I personally think he's more or less a safe choice to invest on right now. And that's it for today, guys. If you think I missed something out or think the list is off, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Appreciate it if you leave a like and let me know who's in your current team in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.